Don't seem like I'm getting much accomplished here the last few days. Had that big windstorm, tore some things up a little bit here last week. Tore the tarp off of the bathhouse. There it is down there. So I got the new tarp out, cleaned up and put on there. That took a couple of days. The sunny, nice dry weather that we had. Wednesday I was going to tighten that up, but just wasn't happy with the way it was laying yet, so decided I'd go ahead and let it sit up there and stretch out a little bit longer and then wait for another warm day, which the chances of that happening are getting slimmer and slimmer every day here now. I'd called a construction company and ordered 3 loads, 30 yards of crushed rock to cap off this pad here on Wednesday. The weather was nice and I was hoping I could get it then when it wasn't raining. But they were busy and they told me they would call me when they could come out and deliver it. It probably wouldn't be until Thursday, till yesterday. Though it was pouring down rain all day yesterday. We probably got 1.5 inches of rain or so yesterday. Could have been doing stuff in the hangar in the shop or basement or something, but I wound up spending the whole day sitting around there just waiting for them to call, and they finally called about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon and come out and brought my 3 loads of rock in. By then it was too late to do anything with it. So I just come out now. It's been raining off and on this morning. It's not too bad right now. I just got the Bobcat warmed up. Just getting the Bobcat warmed up, so I'll go ahead and get it out here and start spreading that rock out and get that capped off. And then I got enough that I can fill some in some of the other places that I didn't quite get covered the way I wanted to with the rock we had delivered earlier this year. Well, that looks pretty good, I think. You got those 3 loads of rock all spread out. It didn't all go here. Some of them I used around a couple other spots, a few bucketfuls, but most of it went right there. And it got that smoothed out pretty good. Spread the 2 of them out to start with, and then it started raining. My legs were starting to get wet. Bobcat was running low on fuel. Wife got a little bite to eat for me, so I went down and got a bite to eat, fueled the Bobcat up, and then came back. Oh, I got my rain gear on. And it was a good thing because it started pouring down rain. And it was pretty wet there this afternoon. But anyway, we got that stuff all spread out, and I packed it in with the Bobcat with the tracks on it, but it doesn't do a very good job. It spreads the load out too much on it, so I brought my son's car up here and run it back and forth on it a little bit and packed it all in, at least on most of it, squishing the water out and the fines up and probably a little bit of the mud up through it from below, but that's fine. That'll all get in there and bind that all in together and make it all nice and tight. So looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Now we gotta start doing some other things. I think before I do anything else, I'm gonna fall that tree right there, that hemlock tree, maybe both of those. Actually, there's 3 of them there. There's a little one and another little bigger one there. Chances are they're liable to blow down on something if I leave them there like that, and we'll get a bunch of stuff in here. I don't want them blowing down on it, so I think I'll take those down before I do anything else. Anyway, we still got work to do. It's starting to get dark now. It's getting late. I got wet. My feet got wet and cold and chilled, so it's time to go in and get warmed up. Probably get a bite to eat again. But anyway, that looks a whole lot different than it did before. That was a great big mud hole right there, and then a bank that was all muddy and swampy, and we turned it into something usable. Oh, I'm happy with that.